Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2. Let's get started with it. Okay, now on with the video. So, if you guys are new here, you might say something like, this is a typo, this is part 1, or whatever, episode 1. Well, if you guys are an old subscriber, you know that I made a first version which wasn't as good, so I'm gonna try to redo, not really redo, but like redid it, or make another one. This is footage for a new, or for my old sniper montage video. I'm thinking about making a new one yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but let's get on with it. So basically, if you don't know what entitled parents are, it's basically people that are entitled. So I'm gonna be doing this in first person, so yeah. So the first story is my entitled aunt stopped talking to me because I would not buy her an iPad. I have been reading this sub for a while, never thought I had any stories, until I realized half the stories are things my aunt would do. Before I dive into the story, it is worth noting I used to be close with my aunt, while my brother was basically another son to her, so here's the story. When I was 16, I began to receive Social Security money from my dad. My dad put off receiving Social Security for a while, so when he had finally started receiving it, he had a decent amount accumulated to distribute to his 3 underage children. This money was for us to use for school and any needs we had, since our mom didn't really have much financial help from my dad. For some reason, my maternal grandma told my aunt that we had received a big check. Unfortunately, my aunt was visiting for about a month, and we had a Christmas block party. Whew, sorry, this is my long time. She decided this was the perfect time to confront me, because demanding that I buy her an iPad. I said no, obviously, because I wanted to use the money for college. She began berating me, saying I was an entitled brat, that I could easily buy her an iPad and not miss the money. I said no to that she wasn't even related to my dad to begin with, for me to buy her something that she did not need. When I walked away, she began to ask my brother the same thing. He said the same thing as me. No. That we were all saving the checks we got. And she began screaming at him in front of everyone, basically recounting all she had ever gotten from him. She basically disowned him at that point. She did not speak to us for about a year. All because we would not buy her an iPad. That's kind of painful. That's kind of annoying, actually. Just like, yeah, you know, we're not technically related or anything, but like, screw you, give me the money. That's, oh man, I kind of feel bad. But, oh, that's just like, if I would ever do that to someone, like, I would never do that to like if I had like let's say that my little brother has a son, I would never act like that. Or say something like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm older than you, so give me the money. So this next one is by Who Stole My Cake, and it's titled, Is That an Injury I See on Your Arm? So let's start. Disclaimer for sensitive people, slight violence and mentioning blood. For some background, my brother, who's 8 years old, was visiting one of his friends, also 8, whose mother is our EP of the story. I took him there in the morning wearing a hoodie, and when I was to take him back, I had just short-sleeved t-shirt. I had an accident on a bike, as in bicycle, a few weeks ago, and it's not that long wound on my left arm got at least a bit healed. I apologize in advance for grammar and spelling. I'm not native English speaker. That's what I was confused with the last one. The cast. Me, obviously me, or OP. B equals brother. F equals brother's friend. EM, entitled mother. I was walking to entitled mother's house to pick up brother. I was asked about brother's friend about my hand. Brother's friend, how did it happen to you? Me. It's a bit longer story, but I fell on my bike on a rocky path. Oh, and are you okay now? Still hurts a little, but it's fine. Thanks for caring. Em now came to the front door. What have you been saying to my kid? Hello? He just asked me about my injury. Injury? Where? His left arm. He fell off a bike. Em. Really? Yes. Entitled mother grabbed me by my left hand perfectly on the injury and pulled me. Ow! Easy, what are you doing? I took a look since I got the binding down just the day before. We had these butterfly-like plasters to help the wound stay closed. After some IR pressure, after the stitches were put out, and the wound started to bleed. Nothing bad, though. That's not from a bike incident. That's from self-damaging. Sure, lady. Cutting yourself leave some injury as falling at 35 kilometers on a rocky path. Yes, lady. I damaged myself by attempting to damage my stuff and putting myself in an extensive care unit while I'm at it. Okay. Yeah, this guy's kind of not a good English speaker. Me. I'm not a biologist, but wounds from knife cuts look a bit else than wounds from smashing your arm onto a rocky path. What the F is that? Your blood is staining me. Perhaps you didn't pull Luke. Perhaps you didn't pull Luke that. I don't understand what that means. Tightened her grip and pulled me closer. Friend, leave him alone, Mom. He didn't do anything. No, sweetie. He's putting such a bad example. Me, lady, please let me go. It hurts. I don't think you want to cause more serious injury. Tightened her grip again. Listen here, you bad word. Side note, I carry a Slitto switchblade in my pocket most of the time, excluding school and other public buildings. I pulled out my Slitto, which made her back up a little bit, but her grip still hurt a lot. See, you can even carry that thing around. It's called self-defense. Now let me go. I'm calling a police. A police? You'll get arrested for assault. She finally loosened her grip, but still held on. Friend and brother came back with some bandage. Surprisingly, had let me bandage my arm. Stay here, the police are coming. After a while, police arrived. More actors or something, I don't even know. P1 plus police officer 1. P2 police officer 2. P1 to EM. So what did actually happen? He assaulted me with a knife. P2 seeming my arm in a bandage, blood stained on EM's hand, but no wound and several drips on the ground. May I see the knife, please? Sure, I hand him over a perfectly clean blade. Have you cleaned it since we were called? No, sir. P2, why did you pull out a knife on this lady? It was self-defense. She grabbed me by the injury on my arm and to the point it started to bleed. Could we see the arm, please? I put down the bandage. Ma'am, if he assaulted you, why does he have a perfectly clean knife? There's blood, open injury, and bruises on his arm. Well, you seem perfectly fine. He cleaned it! Me. I don't think you can perfectly clean the blood from a blade to make it look like he just unpackaged it with a t-shirt or toilet paper. He's also damaging himself. That's a serious issue, but not a crime. Is it true, young man? No, I have an injury from a bike accident. Ma'am, can I please take a sample of the blood on your hands? Why? So we can see whose blood it is. It will help us with the investigation. Reluctantly let police one take a sample. She was then asked to wash her hands. She washed her hands. And what was that? Perfectly uninjured hands? Police one. So, ma'am, since you don't seem to be injured, young man here was open wound and several bruises. I think he assaulted you. I don't think he assaulted you. Oh. Here we go. It's long. Now, I knew that my brother was and is raised to wait. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, this is just random stuff. But basically, she says, in, good grammar, not how, Ian was wrong and that the other person was right, but I'm not gonna read it. At the police station, we both gave our sides of the story. I had to give the blade as evidence, and the blood was tested. No traces of blood or anything else was found on the blade, and blood from Ian's hand was found to be mine. I was asked about pressing charges. Decline was that we have to go as a witness when the state charges her of assault on a minor, injuring and lying to the authorities. And yes, my stiletto is safely back in my pocket. I will try to keep you updated. That was pretty good, but yeah, that was not really nice. But thank you guys for watching. Don't be an entitled parent or person. That's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I'm almost hit 50 subscribers. When I hit 50 subscribers, I'll do a special. Thank you, bye-bye.